2024 has been an eventful year for the Chronically Online.
Did JoJo Siwa steal her next new song?
Like bust a nut to get this music.
It's one thing that I do not understand. It is overconsumption.
Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion's feud.
Fucking.
With the Stanley Cup craze.
Stop him! Yeah, stop him!
People getting canceled left and right. And the boy moms of TikTok. So much has happened and the year isn't even over. Hey guys, it's Alasia, and if you've been having FOMO over not knowing what's been going on online, fear no more, because we're going to be doing a rundown of all the ridiculous things that have happened in these last 8 months. Boom. We're starting off strong. The Nicki and Megan drama. Don't dox me, Barbs. So to give a little backstory on where this beef began, because I know a lot of us were thinking why Megan dissed Nicki in the first place. Well, in 2019, Nicki and Megan collabed to make the song Hot Girl Summer.
We say it's hot girl summer, we ain't talking about degrees.
They did the music video together. They were joining each other's lives, giving us the iconic. Then in 2020, Megan dropped WAP with Cardi B. And it's speculated that this is the reason why Megan and Nicki fell out, because we all know how the Nicki and Cardi beef went down. Fast forward to 2022. On Nicki's Queen radio show, she stated, "Imagine telling someone you didn't want to drink because you were, at the time, possibly pregnant or because you were actively trying to have a baby." Nicki didn't directly name Megan, but the Barbs speculated it was her. And then when someone called Megan out on the allegations on X, Megan then responded, "Lies." In March 2023, Nicki then again released another song called Ruby to Sleaze, which had a couple lines in it that fans were also speculating was about Megan. 700 on the horses, we fixin' to leave, but I don't fuck with horses. You know, a wordplay on horses because Megan is in fact the stallion. In December 2023, Nicki drops F This Club Up with a lyric saying, "Stay in your Tory Lane, bitch, I'm not Iggy," referring to Iggy Azalea after she wrote a letter to the judge in favor of Tory Lanez during his shooting trial. Then finally in 2024, Megan drops Hiss. These hoes don't be mad at Megan, these hoes mad at Megan's Law. Nicki started to lose her mind after this song was released. And for those who don't know, Megan's Law is referring to a federal law that requires law enforcement to provide the public with information regarding registered sex offenders. And as we all know, Nicki's husband is one, along with her brother. So you can imagine why Nicki, or as her fans were calling her at the time, Roman, was losing her shit.
Fragment foot bitch.
She was talking about the situation all weekend, going on live and talking about how her new song Bigfoot was about to drop. And the Barbs were going just as crazy as her, if not crazier. They're not just gonna sit around and let their fave be attacked. Oh, nay. Barbs were allegedly breaking into people's houses, doxing anyone who was in support of Megan.
Nicki Minaj fans are attempting to dox me.
And we're bringing up dirt from previous allegations that Nicki has now confirmed were about Megan. Nicki was actively trying for a baby, and Megan kept trying to encourage her to drink. What a disgusting serpent. Not only were Barbs doxing creators for speaking out against Nicki, but they also escalated the situation by doxing Megan's mom's gravesite. Luckily, nothing happened. The gravesite is still intact, but it was heavily surveillanced at this time. And these acts of pure derangement caused a lot of lawsuits to be filed. I personally couldn't find any information on whether anybody was charged for these criminal acts, but they were filed. Only 2 days after his released, Nicki then drops her song Bigfoot. She likes 6 foot, I call her Bigfoot. The bitch fell off, I told her stand up on your good foot. And when this song was released, there was a lot of criticism because people were just expecting, I guess, more. The whole premise of Bigfoot was that Megan is a hoe and she got shot in the foot. But since the whole Hiss release, Megan has remained silent and now she is touring all around Japan and making new styles of music. While this Nicki and Megan beef was taking over the internet, there was also something happening behind the scenes.
I'm living my best life and y'all can't take that from me.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard. So in December 2023, Gypsy was released from prison for the unaliving of her mother. So of course, people were going crazy over her story and were giving her praise for being a girl boss, saying she didn't deserve jail time and she's the sweetest person ever. And also giving her general ideas as to what she should do with the platform when she gets out of prison.
I think this woman is about to become like a gay legend. Like Gypsy Rose on like Jimmy Fallon or something. Like publicity blackout. Like go crazy.
And everything was getting out of hand. Viewers wanted her to give us story times of her life in prison, while also wanting her to give us life updates and becoming an influencer of her own. And soon after, Gypsy answered their prayers. She started making little vlogs on TikTok and doing a lot of interviews. She was turned into the influencer that many were begging for at the beginning of her release. She grew over 5 million followers on TikTok within the first month of her being free. And on top of that, she was also getting the best D. The D is fire. Everything was moving swiftly until, of course, the people of the internet did what they do best. Backtrack on the person they just made famous. It always starts off as, "You're such an icon," to, "You know what? This girl's getting a lot of attention now. I don't think I want to support her anymore." They started demanding apologies from her after what she did to her mother, and stories like her being manipulative to friends came out.
Gypsy used Rachel to gain followers, supporters, and money, and then when she no longer needed her, just threw her to the wayside.
And while she's under the heat for being a bad person, a conversation between Natalie Nunn, producer of Baddies, were leaked. "Hey girl, we DM'd you on our Zeus page. If you can come back with an answer ASAP, that would be amazing. Hi Natalie, I would not like to host the reunion. Thanks for the offer." Natalie then went on an interview saying that she never sent those messages.
"Bitch, you just got out. What you know about a blue check, bitch? I've never messaged Gypsy Rose a day in my life until this morning."
A screenshot Natalie posted on her Instagram confirms that her and Gypsy were not the ones involved in that fake conversation. "Hi Natalie, I believe you were talking to a fake Gypsy account. I have no idea what all was said between you, but I apologize for anything that misrepresented me." Natalie then responded, "Hey girl, that was a fake page of mine as well. I never messaged, but hope all is well." So all of that beef was squashed and Gypsy's buzz had died down. And this all happened in the month of January. And it doesn't end there. Bam! Stanley Cup craze. If you still don't know what the Stanley Cup craze is, where have you been? So Stanley is a brand that was made in 1913 and recently blew up on TikTok as a new must-have for consumers. Why is Stanley a must-have, might you ask? It's not. It's literally a large thermal cup with a straw and a handle. But to the masses on TikTok, it's way more than just a cup. A video went viral on TikTok of a Stanley surviving a car fire.
It was in a fire yesterday. It still has ice in it.
And this is what I believe to be the start of the whole Stanley Cup craze, because people started thinking, maybe I do believe in the hype. Let me just... The CEO of Stanley made a response to that video saying he would gift the creator a brand new car.
"Hey Danielle, I'm the president of Stanley, but we'd love to replace your vehicle."
After this video went viral, Stanley had an uptick in popularity. People started turning their cups into mini snack bars, buying every color. We now have Instagrammers turning their cups into accessories, putting chapstick, rings, hand sanitizers, sunscreen, portable chargers, and whole fans. Honestly, when I was scripting this video, I kept getting distracted by all of the things people do with this cup. I saw a man turn a Stanley into a faucet cover, instead of just buying a faucet cover that probably is a fraction of the price of a Stanley. So Stanley did a collab with Starbucks, and the craze was now bigger than ever.
Waiting in line for the new Stanley drop in here since 2 a.m.
All of this.
Look at this, is insane. Look at this.
For a shiny pink cup. It reminds me back in the day, like those Black Friday days when people would lose their minds and fight each other in the store over a flat screen TV. Only it's not Black Friday. There is no deals, just a cup. Everyone has their passions and hobbies. Some people collect Pokemon cards, others Stanleys. I think the main thing that has helped Stanley grow in popularity is basically FOMO. People had FOMO that they didn't have a Stanley, so they caved in and got one for themselves. And since the whole Target situation happened, commentary YouTubers have brought up a new interesting conversation. Some felt that collecting Stanleys has become a problem because it's now looked at as a symbol of class. A Stanley is on average $50, and when everything was at its height, people were reselling Stanleys for over $300. So you can imagine those people with walls full of Stanleys spent well over $1K in cups alone, which isn't a luxury that many have. Luckily, the Stanley craze is over, and we'll just have to wait to see what the next big thing is next year. While we're on the topic of craze, let's get into Austin Mcbroom's crash out.
Broom, broom.
Austin and his former wife, Catherine, blew up in 2016 for their family channel, The Ace Family. Their channel consisted of vlogs of their child's daily life, pranks, and challenges. But they eventually became very disliked because of their dishonesty with their giveaways.
These people posted a giveaway, which included 3 Teslas, but the fans never got their prize.
It's safe to say that people who kept up with their lives were praying for the Ace family's downfall. On January 11th, Catherine made an Instagram post stating that her and Austin were no longer together. A lot of people were in support of Catherine during this time, encouraging her to make her own channel, while also reminding Austin of his fumble.
Bro is crashing out after his divorce.
Because it's reported that most viewers on the Ace Family channel were only continuing to watch because of Catherine. Immediately after this breakup was public, Austin moved his content to Snapchat, and that's where his name started to trend again.
Austin, if you don't get that fucking bird right now, bro.
Started off as him posting lip syncing videos, trying to give off that I don't give a fuck vibe, to him turning his Snapchat into Skit Central, where he only posts various characters with different storylines.
We need to go shopping. We need to go shopping today.
I got the hater blockers and I got the diamond shockers.
His skits kind of reminded me of like the Lele Pons King Batch era, but with a more modern take on it. He plays into the man loses his wife and then loses everything narrative that people gave him by moving into an RV right across the street from Catherine's house and documenting his new life.
The keys, baby. It's my living room. I just got, try to get a few accessories to make it feel like home.
This was so clearly a ploy for views because the amount he spent on that RV could have been spent elsewhere, like a house or a luxury apartment. But luckily for him, this really seemed to work out in his favor. Guys, if the internet is ever making fun of you, make fun of yourself. Then they have nothing to make fun of anymore.
You're stupid. You're not stepping out with nobody.
Catherine has since moved into a new home and is starting her life as a new woman. New woman created by AI. It's no secret that AI has become the most cancerous thing on the internet, right next to the podcast bros. For some reason, there's been an uptick in AI generated photos on Facebook that the boomers just can't seem to differentiate from real life. It's always kids in foreign countries making outlandish sculptures of animals and Jesus. Like this one that went insanely viral for some reason. Made with my own two hands. How? As if these pictures aren't draining enough, I promise you, the comments might give you an aneurysm. What a beautiful sight. Amen. Amen. Now that I think about it, who even knows if these comments are made by real people? Everything associated with AI is AI. People just aren't interacting with each other anymore. AI is only conversing with AI and creating content to generate money and engagement. Like, I know these pictures are fairly easy to spot, but there's content out there that's much harder to identify. Like recently, I saw a video of someone using Nicki Minaj's voice to order pizza, and it was responding like an actual person.
And your name, please?
Nicki Minaj.
Can you spell your first name?
No, Nicki.
It only takes a few seconds of someone's voice put into a tool online to make them say anything. It's worrisome that more people aren't freaked out about AI. This doesn't even include deepfakes or fake songs, no matter how good.
Baby, you think you just fell out of a coconut tree.
AI is now so advanced that they've made a necklace to act as a friend when you're feeling alone.
I hate this game.
Take notes, baby.
Oh man, you guys suck.
Bro, you look like the back of the
Let's go.
Dude, what?
It's dank. I could eat one of these every day.
Ma'am, this is insane. How does it know that you're sad? How does it know that you're eating? Huh? The world may never know. Imagine being bullied by a necklace you bought. I swear we're only one step away from living in a Black Mirror episode. And this isn't the first time I've seen companies push AI to be our friends. The Snapchat friend. And that weird thing they had going on with the celebrity AIs.
I am here to chat whenever you want. Message me for any advice. I am ready to talk, and I hope to talk to you soon.
I haven't seen that in a while. I don't know where it went. I know it's scary to see how far AI has advanced, but I think one thing is even scarier. JoJo, have you learned nothing? JoJo has been terrorizing the streets of TikTok since she came out in 2021.
What the fuck? She called me Mullet Daddy?
Going viral here and there for her singing videos.
Yeah, you are still a traitor.
And her thirst traps.
What was that?
The POV thirst trap era was definitely a time online. She went viral again this year for a video about her random heaven phone call.
Could have one heaven phone call. This is a random heaven phone call. Who are you calling?
People were poking fun at her across platforms for looking like Joe Exotic and Billy Ray Cyrus, and that one drunk guy at a party.
What are we asking? Give me your take on this.
I feel like this was a strategic move to get on camera looking this crazy, because shortly after this video went viral, she then teased her new song, Karma. She told us this new release was going to be big.
No one has made, in my generation, this extreme of a switch.
It was going to shake the roof. She wasn't a child anymore, and she was determined to show us this groundbreaking new JoJo. And I mean, it was in fact groundbreaking, thanks to this choreo. After weeks of teasing, Karma was finally released. And people were not impressed. The song sounded dated, her voice still sounded childish, and it wasn't giving, I was a bad girl, I did bad things. But nonetheless, it went viral anyway. Because her choreography to the song was a little bit extreme compared to the sound of it, creators were recreating the dance and making memes about it, but the critics behind the scenes couldn't let go of the fact that the lyrics just didn't sound right. It didn't give JoJo. So they did some digging, and not long after JoJo's version of the song Karma released, the original version was leaked. The original song was sung by Britt Smith, which was written in 2011 and was allegedly turned down by Miley Cyrus. This angered people because JoJo was going on interviews saying how much the song meant to her and basically acting like she wrote the song when she in fact bought it. And I vividly remember a video of JoJo saying that she wrote this song about her ex and I can't find it anywhere. I think she pulled a Khloe Kardashian and deleted all of the videos that people posted about it, but I know I've seen it and I will die on this hill. But I digress. JoJo eventually spoke out about the situation, admitting to buying the song, and the buzz kind of fizzled out a little bit until her new song Guilty Pleasure was teased. Somehow the choreo got even more cartoonish for this song. And I'm convinced at this point that it's just for shock value. Despite everyone's hatred for JoJo, I personally like her songs. I loved the teaser Balance Baby. And I honestly think she should have started off with something like that because that actually gives the essence of club girl. And that's what she said she was going to be giving with Karma, but it didn't fall through. All right, guys, I am calling it here. There will be a part 2 to this because so much more has happened in these last 8 months. I just wanted to focus on the beginning of the year for right now. If you like me, subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a big like. It helps my channel so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in part 2.